Extremely proud of my team and how they their preparation was really good. I thought we got off to a tremendous start in the first half. We did an unbelievable job shrinking the floor, guarding, held them to under 30% in the first half, and that's what you got to do. If you want to win at tournament time, you've got to really lock in and defend. And then in the second half, I thought we got really tentative around the 12-minute mark, and you can say fatigue and use all kinds of excuses, but the bottom line is we got tight, missed some shots, turned the ball over a few times, and UALR is a very good team. They're very explosive. They're capable of making threes, and then they started putting the ball on the floor and getting in the paint, and that really bothered us. Trying to juggle some foul trouble, but the two possessions, though, late where we dug in defensively and got stops, those were two of the best possessions we have had all year long, and I'm really proud of those group of guys. They hung tough, they battled, and it was one of the few times that I can say we got it done on the defensive end of the floor. Usually we score a bunch of points and they're able to stretch things out, or we score to make a play to win the game. But tonight I can honestly say those couple possessions late defensively, I'm most proud of those two.
We'll now open it up to questions. Once again, wait for the microphone before asking the question. Identify yourself by name and media outlet.
Hey, Coach. Troy Schultz, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Was this game a little reminiscent to the game you guys played at your place? And did you think about that at all kind of down the stretch there? No,
what I was thinking about was our game last Thursday at Arkansas State where we were up 24. And, we've got to figure out a way to remain calm, continue playing good basketball. And, there's a balance with this team. We're a young team. This is their first experience in a tournament type setting, and to a certain extent, we got to let them play a little bit and feel their way through things. And if you get caught up in we're down 10, we're down 8, we're down 6, we're down 4, that wasn't our focus. Our focus was, we've got to get a stop on this possession. We need to take a good shot on this possession. It was still a possession-by-possession process for us, and we're fortunate enough to make a few of the right plays down the stretch.
I don't think you guys had a field goal the last 7 minutes, and when shots aren't falling and a team's chipping away at your lead, I mean, you kind of touched on it, but what can you say about just the ability to keep getting stops? I think they had the ball 5 times down 2, never tied it.
And that's the resilience. We are trying to get that in our culture. It's nowhere near where it needs to be from a defensive mindset and getting stops, because there's going to be days when you don't make shots, and I think especially when you get to tournament time and you're on a neutral site and you're in a different surrounding, you may not shoot the ball as well as you would like. So you've got to really rely on your defense to get stops, and I really felt like we did that. We kept driving the ball. I think tonight we might have had 6 or 7 charges, but I'm okay with it because we continue to be in attack mode. And as long as we're in attack mode, that's a good thing for us.
What were your thoughts just on the flagrant? Did you see what happened exactly? I mean, I didn't really get a good look at it, and just kind of that could have turned things too, and your guys didn't let it, I guess.
No, they did a great job, and I didn't see it, but Ted Valentine came over and explained it to me, and he's a Final Four official, one of the best, and he did a great job explaining it to me, and at that point they went over, looked at the monitor, and I got to trust their judgment in that point.
What was his explanation?
It was on the block out. Our defender elbow caught him up near the face area when they were going after a loose ball. So
we got questions in the back.
Pat Greenwood, South Alabama. Coach, we talked about being a victory to qualify for the postseason tournament. Now for this young team to get a victory, what does it do for those guys as you move forward?
Another huge stepping stone in this process. We're trying to build something very special at the University of South Alabama, and with each win that we get, we're going to get more fans, more students involved. It was great to see the band and all the students come over from the bus, and the different faculty and administrators here, and my guess is we're going to have a lot more on Friday night. So it's a great thing to get some energy and excitement back into the basketball program. And I'm really proud of this team, and they've, they're setting standards for the next team to come. And the other guy I want to talk about, though, real quick, ionte Ferguson. He had a double-double tonight. 10 points, 12 rebounds. What ionte has meant to this program and what he has done for this program is absolutely tremendous. Where he came from in the spring, basically playing very few minutes, 8 to 10 minutes a game as a junior. He came back, worked all summer, all fall, and he's really reaping the benefits. And I'm so proud of ionte as our lone senior scholarship player.
We're going to the back right now.
Garrett Mansfield with the Sunbelt Rise program. Coach, can you kind of talk about your team's experience thus far in the tournament and in the city of New Orleans?
It's been wonderful. We missed it last year, and it's something that every team needs to experience. And from the day we arrived, the hospitality, even on your keys to your room, having the Sunbelt logo and the teams on it, there is a tournament type feel, and our guys are extremely excited. They had the band playing for them when they got on the bus to come up here. It's an absolutely wonderful setup, and something you wish all student athletes would get the chance to experience. It's first class.
Any further questions for Coach? Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
You bet. Couldn't be more proud of our guys' effort, their togetherness, their toughness after getting in a very difficult situation. And I think that speaks to what this team has been about this year. We've handled adversity in a lot of positive ways, and I couldn't be more proud of this team. You've got to give South Alabama a lot of credit for making plays. They shot the ball extremely well in the first half, shooting 46% from the floor. I thought our guys did an excellent job adjusting, I shouldn't say adjusting because I felt like we guarded well in the first half. I thought South Alabama made some tough contested shots. And in the second half, we gave the same effort. We were down 11 on the glass. We talked about having to win the glass in the second half. We won the glass by 2 in the second half, and we defended extremely well and gave ourselves a chance to win there at the end.
We'll now open it up to questions for the student athletes first.
For either one of you guys, you had final 3 minutes, you had so many chances to kind of tie it and maybe get over that hump. Just kind of take me through some of those and just kind of what it was that couldn't get over the hump, and just kind of does that make this a little bit more difficult, I guess?
We just had some tough breaks down the stretch. The team did a good job attacking the rim with Raj, Mo, and they made some great finishes and ones. And we just missed a couple free throws where we normally make them. So in terms of effort, I'm really proud of everybody. I think we did a good job.
Roger, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, like Josh said, I think we gave ourselves a chance of getting to the rim, getting and ones. Just got to finish the free throws and not turn the ball over then.
Roger, it seemed like you were playing with quite a bit of energy at the very beginning, and then I think it was your 3 in the second half kind of sparked that. Kind of what was it that kind of got you guys going when you were down 14, I think? You think it was that or something else, or what do you think?
I just wanted to stay aggressive. My teammates did a good job giving me the ball. I just wanted to stay aggressive, try to give ourselves a chance on defense and offense.
Josh, you guys had been the last 8 games or so, had been shooting the ball pretty well and, struggled with that tonight. What do you think that was? Anything they did defensively or anything in particular? Or?
I think we struggled getting into a rhythm, and that speaks to their intensity on the defensive end. They played really hard on defense today. And I think they made us uncomfortable at the end of the day. So.
Roger, it seemed there was a point, at least in the first half, that as you guys were having trouble getting the ball in the paint offensively. Just kind of speak to that trouble and just kind of what did you guys do to kind of get a few more chances there in the second half?
I think we came out playing kind of fast. We had to slow down, calm down, and just do what we do.
And Josh, lastly, just take me through that very last possession. Is that looked like you got a good look? Is that when you got the balls? Is that where you were going on the floor? Is that about kind of the kind of type of shot you thought you could get there?
Yeah, with about 3 seconds left, you really can't get all the way to the rim from the other side of the court. But I had a good shot. I just should have knocked it down for my team, and I didn't.
Any further questions for the student athletes? Okay, guys, you can head back to the locker room. Jared in the back will take you back there.
Yes.
Now we'll open it to questions for Coach.
Steve, what are your kind of thoughts just on that last 3 minutes when you had so many chances to kind of tie it and get over the hump? I mean, just kind of what did you see in those possessions? Did you like the possessions, or they just didn't fall, or just kind of your thoughts?
Well, I thought a couple of times we got it to the rim and couldn't get it to fall. I thought we had a really good look with our 3 look in front of our bench. We ran what we call double and got a real good look. I don't know if you remember that one where we were down 2 and Mo it just didn't go down. Sometimes it just doesn't go down like that. You've got to give credit to the defense. But I thought overall our guys had unbelievable effort, unbelievable energy. We got outscored 12-6 points in the paint in the first half. And I thought their length bothered us at times. I thought we had some good looks in the paint. We just couldn't finish them. And felt like if we continued to defend, continued to move the basketball, that could change in the second half. That's what we talked about the half, and I thought it did. We outscored them 18-12 points in the paint in the second half. We out-rebounded them by 2. Unfortunately, we couldn't make a play right there in the last few possessions to get over the top.
You mentioned the energy. You thought it was pretty good even from the start,
I thought it was really good. I thought we were defending. I thought they did an excellent job making shots. They've got a number of guys that can shoot the basketball, a number of guys that can drive it and get to the foul line. I was really pleased with our ability to guard without fouling in the first half. If you look back, they've got a number of guys who've attempted 100 or more free throws. I say a number. They got 3 guys who've attempted 126 or more free throws for the year, and that's a lot when you talk about on one team. And we held them to 4 free throws in the first half. They made all 4 of them. We were down 12-6 points in the paint. Where I was disappointed at the half was we were down 11 on the glass, and I thought we did a much better job in the second half.
The starting group that you had, I don't think you'd use that combination all year. I mean, was that just kind of to shake things up, something different from the time that last 2 times you played them? Or
No,
Yeah.
it was strictly with them having the 3 guards. When they start Stevens, Williams, and Johnson, I mean, those guys are very difficult to guard off the bounce. All 3 of them can get to the foul line, and felt like we couldn't go with our bigger lineup. Felt like we needed to go with 3 guards. When we played down there the second time, played really well down there. Before getting beat by 2 down there, we started 3 guards. We started Devontae and JT with Ben Dillard down there, and felt like we needed to have 3 guards out there.
this game was somewhat reminiscent of, I think it was the one you played them in Mobile where you got down big and kind of fought back. And you guys have done that a few times this year. Is that kind of, as you look back, is that going to be kind of one of the kind of, I don't, maybe flaw is the wrong word, but, of this team just kind of dug itself holes and couldn't kind of get out of it, I guess?
I think so. I mean, we have, but I mean, you look at college basketball with the shot clock and with the three-point line, you continue to fight every possession. If you have that mentality, and handle adverse situations, good things can happen to you. And that's something that I thought our guys, they showed no quit. They continued to fight and gave ourselves a chance to win, and unfortunately we couldn't get over the hump right there at the end.
And I know it's pretty soon, but, can you just kind of reflect on this season, now that it's over? just kind of thoughts on kind of what you guys went through the last few months?
Well, I think our guys handled adversity in a positive way, what I just alluded to. I think when we lost James White, and he played in 15 games, and as we've talked numerous times, Troy, you don't lose 12.7 rebounds and not be affected by it. And I think we played our best basketball finishing up after the Monroe home game. And I'm proud of our guys' effort. We're very disappointed. We wanted to win and continue to play. I said it numerous times. I thought this tournament with 8 teams that got in was going to be a wide open tournament. We've seen unbelievable parity in our league this year.
And what about just kind of where you guys are at moving forward? All but 2 of those guys are coming back, just kind of thoughts on that at this point.
You bet. We'll be excited to get started in the off season. We've got spring break in 2 weeks, and we've got to have a great off season and add a couple more guys to the late recruiting period and move forward.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks.